Woo!
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the Call to Action Network. It's your girl, Danielle, here, hanging out with my favorite co-host, Mr. Paul Denuzio.
It's me, it's PLD. How was your day, Danny?
Right as soon as we start, it just, geez.
That's the kind of day we're having.
Is it better? Oh, wow. Okay. It actually got better a lot faster than what it is. Hello, welcome to Chill to Action, y'all, the only show that continues to have tech problems the longer it goes on. So
we haven't talked with you for a while, though. Like, I remember the last time we had it was with Gucci, I want to say.
Yeah, that was the last time I couldn't actually be on the show because my internet was just like, you're done.
But enough about us.
Hey.
We have a guest to bring on.
So excited.
This one has been a long time in coming. We had let's be honest. She has technically been on the show before.
Yes.
She was technically on the show. We did have the reactor party we had right before the awards last year, all the nominees for the party. The award that we won, but the award that she is putting forth a recount on still to this day. She's declaring victory.
Stop the count.
But only in certain areas. You got to count the vote in Patreon, but stop the count on Twitter. I won't find what she's doing enough. I don't know where to stop anymore. But without further ado, let's bring around the youngest member of the Schmoedown, reactor community, I think, perhaps. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass because I'm old. Please welcome the lovely, the talented Abby Freel. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, we're super excited to have you, Abby. It really has been a long time coming to have you have a solo appearance on Chill to Action. We both love and appreciate you very much. So we're very super glad that you're here tonight.
I will say that she has one of the most quoted lines on Chill to Action history. It was when a certain boat appeared on the show and then slipped off, and she had that nice little jab about him looking like he just came off a Sweet Deck on Life. Or
Sweet Life on Deck.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Let's make sure we get the title of that epic show correct, please. Thank you. Abby, thank you so much for coming. As always, we like to ask the same question every time we have someone on here. Why Schmoedown? How did you get started with the Schmoedown?
Oh, why Schmoedown? I found like a lot of people, I found it through Screen Junkies. So I was watching Honest Trailers, and then I started watching movie fights, and specifically the iconic Night Falls episode of movie fights. If anyone knows what that is about, I started watching Schmoes Know, and so by late summer 2015, I was all invested watching Schmoes Know Phase 5 every Thursday night. It became a routine, and I've just kept up with everyone when they moved to Collider, and then now with SEN. So it's been a journey, and that's how I found them, and then it's just been a part of my life ever since. So
what made you want to start doing reaction videos to the matches?
I was really bored over the summer. I had actually tried to start reactions 6 months before. It was Who's the Boss versus Shirewolves, and there's a recorded but never published reaction to that somewhere on my hard drive. But
get the tapes.
Release the Abby cut.
It's literally me just I didn't release it because it was me doing nothing. I was like, why would people watch this? And so I then started it. I think my first one was Video Drew versus Brendan Meyer. But I just started because I really just wanted to get involved with community. It had been something that I had really been in the shadows for a long time. I knew of everyone and I watched everything happen, but I just watched the Schmoedown and I went on with my life. I didn't talk to anyone about it. It was just my little thing. And so that was just kind of my way to get into the community. And then now we're here.
Well, what was the first match that got you involved? Can you remember back that far?
It was the second season. It was just whenever the teams tournament started in season 2. Because I was just watching the Schmoes Know movie show at that point. So, and they were like, we're doing teams tournament or whatever. So I started watching season 2, and then I went back and watched season 1 and Trial of JT. But I started watching season 2.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Did you gravitate toward anybody specifically? Did you have a favorite competitor you want to see more than the others?
Oh my God. I was always a Josh McCouga stan for so long, which is like so sad in 2020. But like, I was obsessed with Josh McCouga. I had the biggest teenage crush on him. I'll say it. Because I was 15.
I think we all did. It's
yeah.
Even I did. No,
yeah, it's okay. I'm so obsessed with. I was just the biggest fan. It was Josh McCouga. I also really liked because that was when Ellis and Christian were still playing. So I really liked Team Schmoes. I loved Ellis. So those were like kind of the OGs. But honestly, now I don't hate any players. So
I get that. Yeah. Well, you definitely ingratiated yourself into the community, and you got more and more involved with things as went on. But it wasn't your first taste. I remember when we first heard of you and saw you start reacting to anything else. We saw like how many followers you had, how many YouTube subs you had, and we're like, where did this person come from? Who is this person? And we heard these stories about how you what did you do before as far as like reaction videos or something?
Yeah. So everyone gets very confused because I'll like do a stream and they're like, why does she have 10K followers? So I was doing compilations for popular YouTubers, like specifically David Dobrik and Shane Dawson. And I was just taking their funny moments and I was just putting them on my channel, and I had it under my name, but it was like just Shane Dawson funny moments 2017, and they were getting millions of views. Shane Dawson wasn't copywriting it, so I was making money off of it. So I was like just popping off, and then very recently they got copyrighted and I had to take them down. So that's why I have 10,000 subscribers, but the views are not relevant to, like it does, like if you look at the videos, you're like, how does she have 10K views with videos that do not compute to that?
Right.
But, so people do get very confused, especially now. So
that's totally fine. I think it would be hilarious if there was like an actual Schmoedown T-Report type of channel that was just going through all of the drama from the Schmoedown.
You know, I have considered doing that. Me and Jillian have even talked about like that would be a T show, but I cannot.
It gets to a point where it's too close to home. It's like, I
love this community and I love everyone. I love call to action, but not even relevant to things that have taken place. Drama in the Schmoedown has always been so messy, and to just bring light to that would just be the worst.
It really would. It really would.
Well, it's a lot about everybody involved. It's a very passionate community, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're going to have people that get passionate about certain subjects, and not everybody's going to agree on things, and back and forth. And as long as eventually conversations are had, then it usually ends up being okay. It's just that it's the moments between the incidents or whatever and that conversation that things get a little messy at times, for sure.
It was one time Abby sent us a message. It's like, hey, I'm gonna tweet this. Heads up.
I was like, I'm coming for y'all, just so you know.
And it's awesome. It's good stuff like that. Yeah. But I think one thing that a lot of us can't always agree on is that like your Twitter reactions to the Schmoedown matches are always on point and always so fun. Like sometimes it feels like we can't even do anything similar because like you just got that game on lock.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you got noticed by people that way. That's what it takes in like when you're doing this kind of game. You get noticed by people, and people get that following, and that they want to see more of it. They were clamoring for it. You basically became like your Twitter reactions basically became like the, I don't know what the word is, like the subsection of it. Like everybody watching the show, they had Twitter over the thing because it was just as entertaining for different reasons.
Yes.
So. Yeah, I've had people say they like it's a part of their live event routine.
Right.
So that's just like a lot for me. But it's hardest when I'm at an actual live event. Like specifically Spectacular last year, I was sitting somewhere where there was no Wi-Fi, and Christian came up to me after the event, was like, "Did you tweet?" And I was like, "No, I didn't. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I didn't." And then Atlanta was very hard because it was those matches were insane. So I was just like, oh, I don't know.
You just gotta blame it on the Wi-Fi sometimes.
Yeah, blame it on the Wi-Fi.
Blame it on the Wi-Fi.
throw it up there. We got Third Chronic, as always. Awesome to have you on the show. Abby has earned her place in Schmoedown history. Happy to call her a friend and coworker at this point.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's very sweet. Eric was actually one of the first people to ever find me. Like, he was one of the first people. He saw my like first reaction thread, which was like almost three spectaculars ago. It was like he liked all the tweets and like Christian retweeted it, and then like Rocco liked one tweet, and that was it. And when I started doing reactions, I remember he tweeted like, "Yo, like check this girl out," and so like that was like Eric's like my first Schmoedown friend for sure.
Oh, Eric is wonderful. I mean, he's definitely one of the most supportive people in the community. He's been a big like supporter of ours since the beginning as well. Same thing. He was always in our chats. He's always throwing it to us and everything else. I just never seen a more supportive person of everybody in the community too. He's in all the chats and all the times, and he is such a treasure. And I agree with the Yodi for Chronic hashtag that gets thrown up there by everybody. There you go. You got that going on. There you go.
Absolutely.
I do like the Yodi for Chronic for Yodi. Also like that.
I was about to say, I think the first time I saw that trending, I was like, wouldn't that be the other way? That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
Abby, it's been super nice to like see you grow inside of this community, like to go from definitely watching you be a fan to now writing for the Schmoedown. Like that has to be like such a fun and epic change for you. Like tell us how it's been so far being on the writing team.
It's been really awesome. It's been really it's been a lot, but it's been really cool to see. It's mind blowing to still see questions asked that you like placed in matches or you wrote yourself. It's been surreal for sure. You're just asking how it was, right? It's just been crazy, and it's cool to work with PJ. PJ is an awesome head writer, and Jose and Jeremy and Chris for at the beginning of the season, and then Ellie Haddad is the editor of the questions, so she goes through and checks all of them. So it's just been a great team to work with for sure.
Very cool.
How did you get involved in that? If that's a story you can tell or not?
It's a pretty basic story. I checked Twitter and Christian DM'd me and asked if I wanted to be on the writing team, and I said yes. So that was it.
No question, simple answer.
Yeah. I didn't push for it or anything. I think it was. I don't know. That's how it started. So
yeah, I think that with anyone that follows you on Twitter knows that you're very well versed in movies just in general. But I do feel like your particular like taste, like your personal preference in movies, adds a different type of like. I can remember early on in the Schmoedown when there were very specific questions that centered around just certain types of movies. Like I remember that bubble, and it's crazy to see like how much that it's grown. So I think that your perspective in the question writing, like in the writing room, is a fun one to have. Do you feel like not pressure to put those types of movies in questions, but like do you feel like sometimes like I want to make sure I get like a Herbie question in there?
Yeah, I've been waiting for like the right moment to like drop just like a Herbie fully loaded, because like everyone's gonna know like it's me. Like like I can just imagine like y'all watching it or like POV being like, well, Abby. But it's been really cool to see. I agree with you. I mean, there have been certain points where it's like, oh, you could have just checked Chris Galiski's letterboxd or PJ's letterboxd, but like not to come for them, but just like it's great to now have so many people on the team, and just to make that because the league is so diverse, we are diverse as a community, and it's great to see that reflected in the questions for sure.
Now I have to ask, do you have a favorite question? Can you name a favorite question that has been on the Schmoedown that you wrote?
Yes, it was very recently, and it was what live event? It was Who's the Boss? Was it Who's the Boss versus Shazam? Did they play each other? That was the match, right?
Yes.
I asked about open range in round 1. Open season, because they said open range. What Riley said open range.
Right.
Sorry, I was thinking about open range. So I wrote about open season, which is just like a meme of a movie for me and my childhood, and like just to watch them all be like Like, and just to have Riley say that, I was like, wow. I was just like, I was just watching the stream and I was like, wow, my power. Like, wow. So it was just funny to see.
Man. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's got to be fun.
Well, beyond that, now you're also obviously taking over the TikTok account, and you've been killing it. And what is it, 16,000? 16,000? Like every time I look at it,
it's at 17.5, I believe.
Wow. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Every time I turn around, that Christian is tweeting, "Oh, it's at 15 now. It's at 16 now."
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How did that all start with you? I mean, I know you have your own TikTok that you've been doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I was making TikToks, like Schmoedown related TikToks, and I was posting them like in the group and stuff, and I was posting them on Twitter. And then Christian asked like if I wanted to start like a TikTok for the Schmoedown, and I said no, I don't want to do that. Yes, I said yes. And then I started that in September, and it's been great, especially working with the people at Skybound, like Ryan, Matuzaga.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. Sorry, Ryan. Hopefully he's not watching. I know he watches some of the stuff, but like, sorry. But he's been really great to work with. Jack Sullivan as well. David Michael Frank. They've all been really cool.
Friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been more of a group effort at all, or how like compared to like you doing your own TikTok versus now, like how different is it in terms of?
I'm mostly doing like everything. I edit all the videos you see. I will put myself on there, making like trends that are related to the Schmoedown. But I'm starting to work with Ryan just once a week, just checking in, and then we talk about analytics and stuff, and then I'm working with Jack and David on just like the overall social media plan for the Schmoedown, because they both have Jack runs it and so does David, and they both just have really good social media experience, and so we just talk game plans and how we're going to promote, and so we do that once a week as well.
Very nice. And Kelsey, I know. Yes, I know. You're actually one of the few people I follow on TikTok because I don't know TikTok. I'm an old man. I do follow the Schmoedown TikTok.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you do. I do remember that.
I do. I did hop on. I think I only hop on once a month or so. I'll see, but that's.
I don't think Paul follows me on TikTok.
Do I not? I might not. I don't even know.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. The Schmoedown does, but Paul doesn't. That's fine.
Hopefully I follow Kelsey too. I tried to follow like everyone who's like in the community.
Right.
I would absolutely love to see like Schmoedown pros doing TikTok trendy dances. Like,
yes, I'm trying
like
to like it. Honestly, like it's so funny because that's exactly what I want. And then like when it comes time to like think about it, I'm like, I can't think of anything. And so like. This is also an open call. Schmoedown people, tell me what you want to do on TikTok. But like, I'm on TikTok every day.
Yeah, I feel like make them do the basic easy one, the Macarena one. There
is someone.
Oh no! Here we go.
Oh, is Ben?
Oh goodness!
I think you really should have played the Ratatouille one. He dressed up as Anton.
Yes,
so
it really is.
I don't have that one uploaded, unfortunately.
It's not uploaded.
It's okay. It's okay. It sticks with you.
It does.
It's an iconic TikTok.
It's a good song too, and it works so well.
And the one with Janine posted also, Janine, the duet they were doing with each other. Wow, their voices. Oh my God.
We need a collab. We need to
hear it.
Showing down Music Central. That should be a concert we have. Like next time we have an actual live in person, like spectacular event.
The Friday night should be, Friday will be the comedy show, but then Thursday should be the concert.
I like
this. I like this a lot. So, Abby, it's been tough during this whole quarantine season. The Schmoedown season has changed. Unfortunately, no live events in sight or anything like that. How have you been handling this new format of Schmoedown, like as a fan, like from your fan perspective, like the change that you've seen from it?
It's really good that Schmoedown has still figured out a way to finish the season. Honestly, it's been one of the greatest seasons just in terms of quality of matches, the quality of players. The tournaments have been insane. I'm really proud of everyone on the show that managed to really just power through and just finish this virtual season. It's been a lot. It's been weird. And it's been sad to not come to see everyone once a month. It's been a lot. I know we all miss each other. Because I got just the tiniest bit of just because I'm still kind of new to the community. I came to my first live event was Schmoedown Chicago, and I didn't know anyone then. I literally knew no one. I saw Alex and Dylan dressed up, and I didn't know them. I just was like, oh my god, they're iconic. We love that. We stan. I thought they were dating. That was I remember seeing them. I sat next to Dwayne. I did not know who he was. So I went with my friend Grace, and we didn't know anyone. And then I went to Spectacular last year in the awards, and then I went to Atlanta, and I got just a good little bit of how fun it is, and then I was like, just kidding. So
God, I miss live events so much.
Me too. Good old 2020.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice when we do get to go back and see each other and see all of our friends. But
God.
You did get to do one very awesome thing this year for the Schmoedown as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not only being on the writing team, but also being at the desk for the Bachelor episode.
Yes.
Tell us about that. How was that different for you? Did it it's a little bit of a fun rush.
Yes. First of all, before I just need to comment on Janine's comment. She said, shouted at Frank, Schmoedown Rundown. There is an iconic story about right out of high school Abby seeing Frank at an advanced screening for Bohemian Rhapsody at AMC. What is that theater called? I don't even remember. I can't think of it. River North or something. I don't know. And I screamed at him, Schmoedown Rundown. And that's how I went up to this man, and I was just like, Schmoedown Rundown. And then he was just like, I can't even recreate his face, but he was just like, and I was like, I wasn't reacting. He had no idea. And so it was a year before I started reacting. So poor Frank, I'm so sorry, but it's so much. And so then I was like, I'm Abby. I'm a big fan. I watched Schmoedown Rundown. And he was like, nice to meet you. And I was like, cool. Okay, bye. And then I was with my other friend, Michaela, and she was like, why did you just run up to that guy? And I was like, I know him from YouTube. And so anyway, but to answer your question, the Bachelor match was so fun. PJ told me that it was happening, and then I was like, okay, well, I am writing it. I have to write it. I'm like, I don't think you can write it, PJ, if I'm being honest. And so, because I have been a big Bachelor fan, so it was super fun to do that. And then a couple weeks before, Christian asked, he didn't even ask me, I got an email saying I was going to be on the desk, and I was like, okay, we're doing this, cool. And so I mentally prepared, and then I was like, okay, we're doing this, and it was super fun. It was super surreal because I have obviously watched Jared on the show, but I watched all the seasons him, Ashley, and Nick were on. So 5 years later to be meeting them and asking them trivia questions was just insane.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So you enjoyed the experience. Is it something you'd like to do again in the future at some point?
Yeah, I would be down to. I think I would be a little bit less nervous, but I don't know how Danny did it, because it was still Bachelor, but it wasn't a normal one. So I was it was kind of chill,
Dan definitely had a fun time with it. She told me about it. She was very excited about it.
Yeah, I do feel once you get the first time nerves out of there, you figure out you go back and you think, I should have said this.
Yeah,
I could have been quippy here.
Right? Yeah. I remember you can't see it in the video, but Mark introduces us, and I'm just and I could literally feel my mouth just twitching, and I thought it was just moving like this, and I was just I thought I would look like that, and it was just so,
No, I wasn't.
I was like just shaking, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go."
I had no idea how they were running it. So if you watch the match after the first promo, whenever we come back to it, I didn't realize that we were still filming or still running. So I'm like messing with my face and like trying to fix my makeup while Christian is talking to me, and then I realize all of a sudden that like, oh, we're still filming.
What happened to me is like we're filming this is live and at night, but I did not anticipate the sun to move, and the light coming from this window was just like, if you guys watch the Bachelor match, you can just slowly see me like I start over here, and by the end of the match I'm over here because I was trying to like not be in the sun, and because it was like blinding me and like also giving me lines, and I'm like, oh my God. So that's an Easter egg from the Bachelor match. Like go from the start to the end and the frames are completely different. So
iconic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Speaking of the Bachelor one, I mean, is there any other exhibition type, or not exhibition, there was a championship, but something different that you'd like to see happen in like what realm you'd like to see happen?
I would love to start just like similar to Star Wars, just a smaller league of Disney or MCU specifically. I think those would be really good things. I think it would bring out a lot of competition in competitors that aren't even at the top level in the main leagues. I think we would see superstars like Jillian, even though she's not a player, she would be amazing. Rachel Silverstream loves Disney. So many people love Disney, honestly. I think Paul Oyama would fucking kill it. So like I would love to see that league, and I would pitch that to Christian all the time. I know PJ wants to start a horror league. I think MCU, like it's crazy that we have a Star Wars league and MCU has more movies. I know MCU is kind of on the down slope, but like it'll get back there eventually. But like but I just think it'd be kind of fun to just have more smaller leagues, and just they don't have to be all the time, like kind of like Star Wars is right now. But I think those would be really fun.
You have like smaller tournaments, like small divisions, just have like they could have like a tournament once a year kind of thing, and that could be the championship. It's that level between exhibition, like they have the Rocky Championship exhibition kind of thing. It's like between that and like the real league, you have that like month-long tournament, like 4 8 man.
And it'd just be once a year, and you could see more people like that just aren't championship level competitors, like be championship level competitors in that league. I think it would be really great.
Yeah, I love to see that. Make it an event. That's what you do. Make it this. I mean, how many of the tournaments this year have killed it? And
for sure.
Geekdom, you have Geekdom Star Wars, and you could have that happen. I think that'd be wonderful for the league as well, and get more people involved. I think that's a way, like you said, so really you just wouldn't see normally. You can get like Sean Gerber this year was killed it in the MCU exhibition, but we don't see him everywhere else.
Yeah, he would do so good. He always kills it.
Yeah, he really does. Abby, do you feel like whenever we do finally get in studio matches, do you think something like that could be done on a video format like this, like to do those little niche tournaments? Could they even possibly do something like that?
I am not that high up to say that, but I think it is possible. I think we've proven that it's possible, especially like just because. Yeah, I think the answer is yes. I think that would be really cool, especially because maybe when we do come back to studio filming, it won't be 100% in studio filming. So
I always thought that, and this is me just pontificating, I guess, is that now that we've seen this, it does work. Obviously, it works better for some people than others, obviously. And I don't think we'd ever want to replace the studio from that. But this does offer that potential of getting people who don't live in LA, can't make it out to LA. So have like a real studio event, but you have these little mini events that could be done virtually as well. It could be a great, I don't want to say not supplanting the league, but like supporting the league in a different fashion. I'd love to see that myself.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen players that would not have gotten as many matches as they would without COVID. Just because it's virtual and anyone can play. So
anytime. That's the good thing. You have so many more opportunities. It's great. But,
for sure.
Although the one thing I did miss this year, even though we had the horror free-for-all, I did miss a real free-for-all. There's nothing like that live event free-for-all. Everybody rocking in the entrances and coming there, and like the Greg Alva entrance and Andrew Guy entrance, of course, a couple years back. the energy of that is just unbelievable. Like, I can't wait to get back to that. Really, honestly.
It is. I can say that Doc is ready to go whenever it happens. I've seen it. It's ready. We were a week out from that match. It's ready to go. So.
That was the missed opportunity of the missed opportunity, the first big missed opportunity we had, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Abby, whenever you first started getting involved in the Schmoedown, I know that you are in film school currently, correct?
Yeah.
So whenever you first started watching the Schmoedown, getting involved with all of these, or just watching the game and
oh boy.
Oh
yeah,
we all wanted to compete and play. Do you ever
yeah, hold on, Danny, 1 second.
Am I back?
You came for us? You're back, you're getting back. Give it a second. We're doing the dance. You're doing the dance.
I think she's here.
You're here.
Am I okay? Am I good?
You're good.
Yeah.
We're
This
good.
is
So rewind
back to technical difficulties. Anyways, my question for you, Abby, was: did you ever want to play? Like, did you ever want to compete inside of the Schmoedown? And if you did play along whenever you first started, did you feel like you did well enough to try to compete?
You know, when I think about competing, I am not very competitive. Just I don't even know if I'm not competitive. I just like, that's just too much pressure and like a lot of anxiety that like I wouldn't want to lose, but I don't like, I don't know. I couldn't mentally take it. Like, obviously you like consider it and you like think like, oh my God, what would my walk-in entrance song be? Like, you're like, oh my God, definitely Taylor Swift song, but like whatever. But I mean, this is funny because even this year, it's been a lot of catch up, just watching movies and learning myself, just because I joined like 2 weeks into the season, like the writing team. So it's been a lot of catch up because I spent a lot of time in high school when I decided that I wanted to go to film school, watching people talk about movies rather than watching movies. So like, obviously I watched more movies than the average person, but like, instead of watching a movie for 2 hours, I watched the Schmoedown show, and then I would watch Screen Junkies, and then I would watch Chris Stuckman, and then I would like, it was just Jeremy Johns, like literally everyone. So I am constantly catching up. So I don't think I can compete. If anything, it would be fucking IG, just because it's like, I am really good at memorization, but it would not because I have the knowledge of movies, if that makes sense. But I am more knowledgeable than the average person. I do go to film school, but I'm still catching up to people older than me and stuff. So
now you're going to film school. Do you have a dream project that you've ever always like, you have in the back of your mind that you want to make?
So the funny thing about that is no. I do have a creative side, but I am more into the production standpoint and just the logistics of production. On student films here, I do a lot of assistant directing and like just help with like grip, like the non-creative aspects. I think when it comes to film school, like I have learned that like I don't have those like my script and I don't have my story that I want to like make my Hollywood feature. I want to help those people make their feature and like be a part of that, if that makes sense.
Oh, it makes absolute sense. That's good. I mean, it's such a necessary cog that doesn't get glorified as much, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely. Right. Has there ever been a film project you worked on so far that like is really memorable that you like that sticks in your head?
Randomly, I was an extra in a Lifetime movie about Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn, and fucking Dennis Quaid walked on set with his dog. Like just rolled up to set, and I was like, so y'all know that I love Herbie Fully Loaded, and that also comes from a love of like being the biggest Lindsay Lohan stan, and so like Parent Trap, I'm like, I know that man. He is like, it's one of those when you see a celebrity, you're like, it's like, oh, I know him, and then you're like, oh, I know him because he's Dennis Quaid, and so
right.
like, and you're like. And so that was just a weird, funny experience. So that was really fun.
I'm guessing this might be a joke that I don't know about, but go ahead. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. So I found last year, I should post it for Thanksgiving, but I found like 10-year-old me, and I was like, on iMovie, and I was like, "Hi guys, I'm making this movie called Happy Thanksgiving. It's about giving thanks, and I just wanted to say Happy Thanksgiving." I posted it a few months ago, so I'll have to repost that this week. But like that is the last time I made a movie, and it was 10 minutes of me talking about this movie I was going to make about the history of Thanksgiving. So I don't know.
Groundbreaking cinema. Yeah, we love to see it.
That's the next category that we're gonna have in the Schmoedown community.
Yes.
Schmoedown wheel for Abby Freel slice. Happy Thanksgiving.
Herbie Fully Loaded and Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Well, no, maybe a Lindsay Lohan slice. That's what you're gonna have to do next, correct? Maybe.
Honestly, I would love that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But when that happens, you'll know it was me. So.
I understand. I keep pitching. I said, if they ever have Ed Harris slice, that PJ will come to me and I'll give him all the questions he needs. So.
Yes.
Still hoping for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely what it is. So, Abby, other than maybe like a Disney Pixar category and maybe like a Lindsay Lohan category, is there any other category that you think that you would do really well inside of the Schmoedown?
Oh God.
One that you don't that most people wouldn't pin you for.
I don't know. I love Tarantino.
Okay.
I have like a secret love for Tarantino. I also, I guess it would be Tarantino. I like Tarantino. I think that would be the secret one that I like. So
I love that.
Yeah, a little super chat from Christopher Atkinson. He's always a big supporter of mine because he always mentions Ed Harris. Abby, marry, F, or kill game of Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken, or Ed Harris.
That's one.
I literally right before I like hopped on this stream just watched True Romance again, and that is 2 of the 3. So I don't. That's kind of weird. I guess like out of the 3 old men, it would be marry Gary Oldman, we stan, and then F Ed Harris and kill Christopher Walken. There you go.
Okay, all right. As long as you're not killing it. As long as you're not killing it, I'm okay with it.
Okay with that answer.
Yeah.
Just don't kill him. That's all I ask. Whatever else you want to do, marry him, whatever. That's all good by me.
Yeah.
As long as it's fine.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me. I'm having a
Pauly D is having an attack over there.
Yeah.
He's having a laugh attack thinking about Ed Harris. So Abby is Lindsay Lohan. You're Ed Harris.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan might be my Ed Harris. It's a tie between her and Margot Robbie.
Ooh.
They're my 2 faves. I love a good Margot Robbie picture. So
I did see Kelsey's eyes light up in the background behind the scenes.
I do not go as hard as Kelsey, but I haven't even really reached out to her about this, but I love her love for Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie, and like I respect it. I love Harley Quinn. We stand. So yeah.
Well, we have the Spectacular coming up, as obviously we're all big Schmoedown fans as well as working in the community. Mm-hmm. Was there a match you were particularly looking forward to more than the others?
I am really excited for Star Wars and Inner Geekdom. I think both of those had crazy tournaments, and the winners of those tournaments really fought through to get to this point. So I think those are really going to be some great grudge matches for sure.
Yeah, I think that as well. And Janine's answering that question as well. Or after Black Oldman, Mary's stepmom, Ed Harris. I get that. He's a good guy and stepmom. And kill Walken. I can only listen to him talk for so long. I don't know if I could say that because I could listen to Walken all day, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about? I want to know the questions like getting the Spectacular coming up. Schmoedown has definitely grown in size, and now we're getting people like Kevin Smith involved, getting people like Chris Jericho involved. How do you feel about the increase in celebrities? And is there maybe somebody else that you'd like to that you could reach out, not that you could reach out to personally, but that you would like to see maybe reach out to and get them involved as well as like Kevin and Chris?
I still think it's crazy surreal that we have like freaking Kevin Smith on the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, didn't know who Chris Jericho was. So respect. We love We love all AEW, but whatever. So I don't know. I think I would love to see, like, I have a lot of Disney YouTubers. Like, I honestly found Screen Junkies because I was watching Disney YouTubers, and then I was watching Disney movie honest trailers, and then it just spiraled. But we had Chelsea and James from Dead Meat in the horror exhibition, and I would love to actually, they're not like celebrities like Kevin Smith, but like I would love to see them, and I would love to see some more just like famous YouTubers on the show, honestly, for sure.
Very cool. Got a super chat from JJ Winward. Just got in. Gonna go back to the beginning. I see that cardigan. Wearing mine now. Artist of the year again.
So JJ is an icon because it is a folklore album cardigan, which is Taylor Swift. So
Taylor Swift.
That is that reference. So
there's a lot of Swifties in the Schmoedown community I've found. So
yeah, we're everywhere.
Abby, you had a little cameo inside of the Miss Americana, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I go to school. My school is in Nashville, and so she to announce her latest single, her first single for her album Lover, she had a mural in Nashville, and everyone knew she was going to be there on that day. And I had a class, and I skipped it, and I went to Nashville. Like, I went downtown Nashville, and I'm so jealous. My friend who I went with disappeared and got a selfie with her, but I did not, and I'm still salty about it. But I am in the movie. You can see me towards the end in one of the shots, and I'm just like holding my phone, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Taylor Swift. So yeah, it's I love her.
I really enjoyed the Lover album. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, it's a good. I don't hate any of them, so
it's very soft and sweet.
Never been anything I really listened to. I'll be honest with you. Just be old man.
That's okay. That's okay. We get it.
It's fine.
That's fine as well. But I think it's time we can get into a little bit of this or that. Everybody knows if you have not seen this show before, this is where I'm going to be giving Abby two options, option A and option B, and she gets to answer. It's pretty straightforward. Questions. So Chad, if you have any that you would like to see Abby answer, let us know, especially if you want to do streamlabs.com/call-to-action podcast, because will definitely get priority over anything else. Without further ado, we ask some that are generic questions every week. Some will be specifically for Miss Abby. But let's get right into it. The first question that we always ask, and I'm afraid I already know the answer to this because we had you on Call to Action a long time ago.
Yeah.
Even before Show to Action.
Before you ask that, I just need to say, the first time I was on this channel, you guys were the first person that like asked me on a show. And I was so nervous. Like, same energy for Bachelor. I was like, oh my god, like, what is going on? And I was just like, didn't know everyone at the time, and I was just that was very sweet. But anyway, you can keep going, but just like TBT to that. So yeah.
You go a long way back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if you've I'm gonna say this nicely, if you wisened up at all in your as you go forward. Are you team guy or are you team trader?
You know, it's been a long time, and you know, they both have had things and done things in the past year that have really gone back and forth, but I will always be team trader. So
Team Bateman it is. Well, yeah. Sorry, Paul.
I can go. I sorry about this.
Let me have the one single man tear will go down my face, and we'll move on. It'll be okay. All right. Moving on then from that specific one, live events or studio events?
Ooh, live events for sure. I'm a sucker for some good live event after parties. So.
Very nice.
I'll say it.
Well, we all definitely love an after party. They are the parties don't stop, and some of them get really crazy, right, Danny?
Yeah. We have fun. We have fun at a live event.
There you go. Got one from the chat already thrown there from Party J. Bet on It from High School Musical 2 or Scream from High School Musical 3?
Ooh, that is a good question. Thank you for asking me that. That might be the hardest question. It is. I actually, hot take, love Scream. I don't know if that's actually the hot take. I like Scream more than Bet on It, but I still like those are both songs in my playlist on Spotify that are called Songs to Scream to in Your Car. So they're both moods. So we like both of them, but Scream is the better one.
I'm just happy as an old man that I knew what HSM was. That's
yes, good job, Paul.
Good job.
Okay, poutine or loaded French fries?
So here's the thing about me. I am a recovering picky eater.
Oh.
So I don't even know what loaded French fries means.
Oh.
I know.
Basically, it's the basic difference is like the gravy aspect of it. Loaded fries is anything you put on loaded fries. It's more like the bacon, the cheese, the cream, anything like that.
I know, like, honestly, I don't have an answer because I only eat my fries with just ketchup, and that's it. That's all I do.
And that's fine.
Okay. And that's I'm sorry. I know that's a controversial question on this. It's almost more controversial than Ben or Guy. So I've seen people answer this question.
Yeah, it's very true. So, yes.
We're lucky Robert Adams in the chat at this very moment because he would be a little upset. Austin Cadell, favorite DCOM? That one I don't know. Maybe that's
my favorite Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah, Paul.
Thank you for teaching me. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I love High School Musical, but my favorite one as of recent is Descendants 2 specifically. Nice. So I don't know why. I do have like a love for the nostalgic ones, obviously in the 2000s. Like High School Musical is probably all-time favorite, but like very recently it's been just Descendants. So
mine are very simple. It's Smart House and Xenon. So those
are not bad choices.
No. And Halloween Town. I love Halloween Town.
I just rewatched all 4 of them for the first time in a couple years. And they're good. They're amazing as always. So
I don't think I've ever seen the 4th one.
You don't. Some people will argue you don't have to. But
that's I'm content in my millennial viewings of Halloween Town.
Janine says Mr. Machine says you're his new best friend because he likes your fry style. I guess that's good.
Thank you, Mr. Machine.
And Robert Evans says he still likes you just regardless of your lack of fry topping options.
Thank you, Robert.
That's very big of you, Robert. I'm impressed with you at that point. Let's see. So maybe I see seeing some other questions in the chat. That's fine. Just want to know we're going to do these after. We're going to do this or that still continued. But we will get those questions. So keep on asking. If we don't get them later, just repeat them. We'll get them in there. How about Kill Bill Volume 1 or Kill Bill Volume 2?
Volume 2. That is
yes,
definitely the better one.
Yeah.
That is not something I ever hear from people. Generally, people like Kill Bill Volume 1 better. I am with you. Kill Bill Volume 2.
So after, I'm sure this is not I'm not the only one to have had this thought, but because Tarantino has teased Volume 3 with Vivica A. Fox's daughter, getting revenge, and also the girl that plays
Phoebe?
Uma Thurman's daughter looks Phoebe. Like Uma Thurman's real daughter, the girl from Stranger Things, and so I'm like, please just give us that movie, just bless my life with that movie, literally. So,
I'm right there with you. I could not get enough of that world. So
we stand
from your lips to Tarantino's ears. Brink versus Airborne from Nerd Chronic.
Ooh, Brink for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Right there.
I hope we're still friends.
Starting to fight there. That's okay. Danny actually had one. I kind of forget what she meant when she told me about it. So if you need clarification, you'll have to ask her. The Disney Renaissance or the Disney Revival?
Ooh, that's hard.
Right?
Oh my God. Oh,
that's a tough one.
That is a hard one. So, I'm gonna have it's literally treason no matter which one you pick.
It's true.
I'm gonna go Revival just because that is what I did. Like, obviously I grew up on the Renaissance. Like, I have the DVDs for all of those, but the Revival is what I lived through. And so that is also when my peak fandom for Disney like happened, and that's how I even got to the Schmoedown, because it came from a love of Disney and watching Disney YouTube content. So, and like being obsessed with Frozen and Big Hero 6 and Inside Out and like that's Pixar, but like it just, that whole like
Same.
fandom, like that whole just I'm obsessed specifically with like the theme parks. Like, that is something that I love. So that is like where a lot of my love for Disney comes from, is not even really the movie. It's really the movies, but like more the theme parks for me. So that's where that comes from. So that was honest. Oh my God, that was so stressful.
Well, you just said you're not as big a fan, but she also wants to know Disney World versus Disneyland.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I grew up going to Disney World. I went to Disneyland for the first time in 2015 during the Diamond Celebration. It was a magical time. And I think I like Disneyland better. And I can't wait to live in LA and go to Disneyland. But I don't hate Disney World, but I like Disneyland does more with its space than Disney World does. Disney World's more spread out and more for a vacation, and Disneyland has like the same amount of rides and 2 parks. So
that's a good point. Never thought of it that way. I visited Disneyland for the first time, and really spectacular for the old Star Wars and Galaxy's Edge.
I remember that video of you.
It's a great video.
I've seen that video.
The Nerd Chronic added Star Wars music to it even better. That's another thing COVID stole for us, by the way. Chance Ellison made the PLD challenge and actually recreated that video. He was going to start doing that. I think Kevin Smets was going to do it as well. He said he was going to do it the next time he went. It was going to be his whole thing, and then COVID shut down everything. So that's what you're missing out on, some great PLD challenges there. So
yeah.
That is another good one. We just came up with this one. Parent Trap or Freaky Friday?
Oh my God. Why are people making me choose these questions? Parent Trap. Parent Trap makes me cry more than Freaky Friday, but Freaky Friday still makes me cry. So there we go.
Great movies.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Got another one in the chat. Collider Live or SEN Live?
Collider Live?
Woo! Do they? All right, fair enough.
Yeah. No comment.
No comment.
There we go. Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Bachelor.
Fair enough.
I can't handle all that testosterone on Bachelorette sometimes, so it's a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sharpay or Maddie the Candy Girl?
Oh, Sharpay. Everyone tells me I am Sharpay. That is the big thing for sure.
Yes, Mike. Yes, you were.
Mike is here. Hello.
Mike Deacon. We love Mike Deacon, and he was also a part of that PLD challenge. Actually, I think Bethany actually went and done it better, best of all 3 of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything more? Yeah, I got 1 or 2 left here. We'll say TikTok or Twitter.
That's hard too. I'm gonna say Twitter. Don't fire me, Christian. But Twitter will just always be a G, you know?
Mm-hmm.
TikTok's really chaotic and doing the most at all times, and we love her, but Twitter is where you can tweet anything and your feelings and subtweets, and you get your news. You know, it's just got everything, you know?
Fair
no
enough.
One's being fake on Twitter. Everyone's just keeping it real.
That's true.
You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. Finally, I'll end this with this one. I think this is it's actually kind of a question into this or that. Having been on the fan side and now kind of like getting into the behind the scenes work from it, sometimes that kind of changes your perspective on things a little bit. Do you prefer having been a fan viewing of the Schmoedown or having the inside Schmoedown writer, TikTok extraordinaire view of the Schmoedown? If that makes sense.
Yeah. I like being behind the scenes, just because that is where I got to know people more and I got to know how it works, and that's just more like fascinating to me. If that answers your question,
it does. No, and I get that too. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Because some people, I know that some people have said that sometimes that kind of, I don't want to say
ruins.
Ruins it. Not kills it really, because it's just
if your work at Disneyland doesn't ruin the magic.
Right.
It's very similar to that. It's honestly just stuff that I was always wondering, like, how does this work? Like when do they film them? Like, just stuff like that. Like that. It's cool just to see and cool to be a part of, and I'm very thankful for it. So I would say to be behind the scenes for sure.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get it too.
Yeah.
So, all right, good. Well, that is where we shall end this for that. You have survived your experience, even though you picked Team Trader. I will give you this one time. Well, actually, the second time now, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Either way. Welcome back, Danny. So it is now time for the chat questions to start flowing in. So if you have those questions for Abby, now is the time. Again, streamlabs.com/call-to-action-podcast. Let's bring on our favorite co-host of Danny and mine now, Miss Kelsey Kirkland. How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. Had a lot of fun hearing about the Disney Channel original movie talk. Brought back some memories. Got super excited about it. It's been fun.
Well, there was one thing you said in the chat there, Kelsey, where you seemed like they were talking a different language. Are you sure that you can?
But Disney, I don't know the time periods, or I don't really watch Disney movies, so I had no idea what they were talking about. I'm very happy about it, though. So.
I get that. Okay, guys, so start getting those chat questions in, and we'll take a quick moment to talk about this week's events.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll get into the video questions.
Yeah, that's okay. That too. We're audibling on air, I guess. This week, do you have anything planned this week, Kelsey? Do you know what Schmoedown this week? Do you know anything about that?
I do not. I know there's a plan of a Thanksgiving themed one that might be happening, but I don't know who's competing.
I don't think everything's been, the I's haven't been dotted, the T's haven't been crossed, kind of thing. Always Schmoedown stuff there. Of course, we have Call Live. Is that going to be happening this week with the holidays? Do we know?
That kind of depends on you guys. I'm available.
This is why
I like this on-air conversation.
Right?
Are we gonna do it? Are we feeling the vibe?
This is how professional we are, right?
Yeah.
Award-winning podcast.
You don't get that award for nothing, folks.
Yeah.
We want to show you the behind. We're talking about behind the scenes stuff. We're showing you.
Y'all beat me, so y'all better show it right now.
As for Chill, we are not going to be going live next week. Chilled Action is off next week for the holidays, but we do have a guest lined up for December 6th. And friend of the podcast that he is, Robert Adams, has helped us out by creating a little promo video of his own for this, because he is very excited about this one as well. So without further ado, let's just show that, and then we'll move on at that point. Without further ado, not next week, 2 weeks on Show to Action.
Where'd you go? Tommy. I've got fingernails from a dead guy.
Yes, thank you, Robert. We have Tom coming on Show to Action, and it's been great. If you ever saw the Cinefanatics, he was on their replay out of character in a way. So it was good to see him, and we're going to get some good conversation with Tom. He's excited to be on the show as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So without further ado, shall we get into our questions, Kels?
I think we have a couple of video questions we need to get to.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's right. Paul is not understanding the verbiage. We'll talk about this off screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on here.
Questions.
No, alrighty. Abby, thank you so much for coming on. What we have going on is this new segment where we do video questions for our guest sent in from people within our community. So we wanted to get you some, and so we will show. Which one do I want to show first? Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Let's go with left. Okay, so we're gonna start with this.
I'm left-handed, so left is good.
There you go.
Hi, Chill to Action, Danny and Paul. I wanted to ask Abby if she could remake The Breakfast Club, but with Disney characters. Which group of Disney characters would she put together to spend all day together at school on a weekend and to see what mischief they would get into?
Yeah, big shout out to Christina. Thank you so much, babe.
She's a queen. That question was way more tame than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to say, how many boys and girls are there in Breakfast Club? There's like
2 girls.
2 and 4? There's 6
Yes.
of them, right? Okay. So I'm going to try to keep it to that. I would say like we have to bring Anna and Rapunzel for like the chaoticness.
I love it.
And then we have to get Hercules. Who else? Who's like, I just like want it to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Hercules. Who else? Aladdin.
Yeah.
Chaos.
I don't know if this counts, but like, what's the cub's name from Simba? The second one, the second Simba.
Oh, Kovu.
Yes.
Kovu.
No. Yeah.
Kovu's chaotic. That is true. That's a good answer. Simba's kind of chaotic, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, who did I say? Hercules, Aladdin,
Yep.
Tarzan,
Ooh.
and then honestly Shane from Mulan. We stand. So
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
that would be my Breakfast Club.
I love it.
So,
I love that. I'm gonna need to see that on a poster.
yeah.
Someone,
Oh my God.
please.
Someone Photoshop that.
No, please. Yes. Alrighty, and then we do have one more video question for you,
my
Abby,
God.
coming in.
Hey everyone at Chill, Janine the Machine here with a question for my beautiful friend Abby Freel. So Abby, what does it take to be a badass queen like you? Okay, real question. Abby, what is a movie that you hadn't seen before that you saw this year for the first time that you really loved?
Big
Hold
shout
on.
out to Janine the Machine.
What a queen! Both of them are queens.
Yes.
Tina and Janine I have gotten to know specifically through quarantine and like love them both. Let me go through my letterbox real quick. I have been watching so many movies because I'm gonna say Scream. I was doing a watch along on my channel with Janine, but I am now obsessed with the Scream series. We stan. So
Would you say it's an S tier franchise?
it's a what franchise?
S tier.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
And I'm excited for. I'm now like, excuse me. I'm mad about the movie also being called Scream. Like, that's so stupid.
It is stupid.
We're gonna call it Scream 5 no matter what. So like just call it Scream 5.
It's the newest trend, it seems, and I don't get it. It's like you don't understand, like, why?
I get it because it's like, oh, if someone my age, because like I personally don't think like a lot of people my age have even like not heard of Scream, but just like have seen Scream. So I think like if someone who isn't like a film student like me is just my age is like, why would I go see Scream 5? Like I get that. But also, it's gonna be a Scream 5. Like someone's gonna walk into that and be like, "Why are they doing Easter eggs to films? Like, why are they acting? It's gonna act like a fifth movie, but be called Scream." You know, so that's where I stand with that.
My total dumbass did not pay attention to how the fucking Scream title had always been. I thought they were being smart with putting like the Roman numeral 5 and the M. And then quickly on Twitter, someone was like, "No, that's how it's always been." I was like, "You're right."
That's okay.
Austin Goodell.
How dare you, sir?
Green is English here.
Whoa.
All right.
That's funny.
Dare you, sir?
That's gonna be it for the video questions, y'all. In the chat, if we did not get a chance to get to your questions, make sure you get those questions in there. So Kelsey, now we're gonna start asking away those questions. What you got?
All right, first question I have has been popped up actually twice. I want to make sure I get it in before it disappears. When you, Danny, are drafted by new manager Alex Mack, what faction are you going to target first?
This is me and Danny getting drafted?
Yeah,
Yes.
by Alex Mack.
Oh my God.
With Alex as our manager.
I thought we were trying to get Alex to be drafted on the show as a player.
Yeah.
Was that not the plan?
No,
Alex wants both, actually.
she just wants in.
Okay. What faction are we going? We're going for the Finstock exchange.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. We're coming for
That
him.
we're coming straight for them. I don't care how bad I actually am when being tested with movie trivia. We are coming for them.
We're cutting those promos.
Yeah.
We're flipping the hair. We got this.
Yeah, no, yes, we are. I feel like someone's gonna clip that out and be like, "Bitch, we're coming for," like that's gonna be messy. But you know what? What happens on chill stays on chill. Or if it doesn't, that's okay too.
I'm sure Jake Yakavetta is already clipping it out as we speak.
It
Yeah,
happens. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
And then we have a Streamlabs that came from Ferris just saying hello. So, hello.
Hi,
So on brand for Ferris. I love it.
Right.
Welcome back to Twitter.
Yeah.
All right, another question we have is from Ryan. Would Abby compete in the last general standing 2021?
Ooh.
Isn't that when y'all do like trivia, right?
It was Call to Action did we called it the last channel sending because it was all about the Action Army generals.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit. I would not do good. So yeah.
I didn't think I was going to do good either, though. So you never know. You never know.
You do. So.
Okay, let me see. Looking for another question. Okay, here's a question from Cam. Have you seen The Cutting Edge, Janine's favorite?
Oh.
Okay, Janine, I think I've said this to Janine, but I have not seen that movie. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Janine hasn't forced you to watch that movie.
You know, me and Janine do a lot of watch-alongs on my YouTube channel, so maybe that'll happen soon, but for sure, at some point.
All right, and I'm trying to see. I don't know if I've seen any more questions pop up. Please get your questions in, guys.
Thing in
Yeah,
Halloween.
guys, I'm an open book. Please just keep asking them.
Okay, I got more coming in. If you could compete or call another exhibition match, what would it be?
Ooh, definitely a Disney one, or I would love to do a Star Wars one for sure. Exhibition besides Disney? I don't know. I feel like we've done so many like good ones. So I don't know. Disney. I'm a big Disney stan, so Disney is the answer.
Oh, and by the way, there you go. She's never seen her before.
Okay, Janine, we'll do a double feature, and we'll do Cutting Edge and then Herbie Fully Loaded. So.
Perfect.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, and this one isn't a question, but is a shout out. I'll make sure to read. Hey y'all! Shout out to Abby who does so much for the Schmoedown.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, and let's see. Question: favorite song on Folklore?
It is Invisible String. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That was a good album too. I really enjoyed that one also.
Yeah, she really blessed me. Like that was my birthday week, and I was like, God is real. Folklore is.
That's awesome.
All right, and a question: if you were to compete in, I'm assuming shows, who would you want to go after first?
If I were to compete in like the Schmoedown, is that the question?
I think that's what they mean. Yeah.
Ooh, who would I want to go after first? Who wouldn't I want to go after?
Nice.
I don't know. I don't have like a vendetta against anyone.
Who would you want to be on a team with?
I mean, I would love to be on a team with Janine, but I feel like we wouldn't balance each other out well because we have, I feel like, more similar tastes, but also like, I don't know. Maybe we would be an awesome team. I think that I would come for Roka first. That would be it.
Yeah.
That would be it. Yeah.
That was a good choice.
Yeah.
Right. And we have a this or that question. Into the unknown or let it go?
I'm gonna say that my answer is Let It Go because my favorite song from Frozen 2 is Show Yourself. So
I love that song so much.
yeah, I listened to it the other day because it came out a year ago today.
Well, nice.
And I'm like, oh my god, this movie is like, sorry.
Did you ever listen to any of the tracks from the Broadway show?
Yes, I liked what they did with the songs from the movie, but I only listened to it a couple times, which is like a little shocking for me because I'm obsessed with Disney Broadway.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm still thinking about Aladdin. I saw it like 5 years ago. So it was a little disappointing, but I need to see that one live for sure when it comes back.
Very cool. This question, Weston, what do you think of the new Mass Effect game and Legendary Edition coming up?
Ooh, Weston, I don't know anything. I do know a little bit about video games. I used to be a big gamer. I used to play Call of Duty like religiously and Halo. And then I stopped when I was in high school and I started watching more YouTube. So I kind of dropped off of video games and now I have a Switch and I only play Animal Crossing, so that's where we're at.
Just throwing it out there, Call of Duty Black Ops with Ed Harris. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that is the thing that exists.
That is a thing. All right, a question from Brandon Buckingham. Oddest TikTok trend or dance you have seen?
Ooh, that's like, there's so many answers for that. There was one where 15-year-olds were like doing a thing where I'm not even gonna say it, but there was another one where it was like you would hug your step sibling and see what they do, and people were like hugging their step siblings really weird. Literally, yeah, it was weird. And then but the meme that came out of it was like someone would repost that and be like start singing Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh my god.
Just to it was just a meme, but that weirded me out. I literally tried to be like show me less of this content.
Yes.
Just speaking it to your phone, like, please stop showing me this.
No more.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why did you think I wanted this? So,
what did I click on?
Yeah.
All right. Next question from Nerd Chronic. What would you want to do for a Video Chronic quiz?
So I requested Tangled and I lost. I was very intoxicated, but I lost. But I would love to see, here's my thing is like, I love movies and I don't mean to sound pretentious, but it's also about Herbie. It's like, I don't think that I could compete with someone, someone have to study the film actively to then compete. It would be I would have to be hey, I want to do this. Someone study this film and compete against me, you know?
Right.
So it would obviously be Herbie Fully Loaded. So.
Cool.
I'm sure
that's an open call. If anyone wants to do that.
Yeah, Paul should do it. Paul, go watch it and be ready.
This is a challenge, PLD.
A challenge? Oh boy. I've got a bunch of challenges out there.
Challenge.
All right. I never step away from it.
Okay.
Alex will be your manager.
Yes, Alex will manage you.
Yes.
Okay, another this or that type question. Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift?
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so those are that's the thing is those are literally excuse me, I'm freaking out. That is those are the two artists that I say are my two top favorite I have Folklore right here, but then I also have Ariana Grande's perfume right here and Ariana Grande's other perfume right here. So I love both of them, but it'll probably be Taylor Swift because I've loved Taylor more. But Ariana Grande is my it flips between the two. So
makes sense.
All right, and we did get a super chat from Andres. Hi,
Love
the
Andres.
ghost himself. Hey everyone, sending support and much love. My question to Abby: what's the first movie theater experience you remember having a big impact on you?
The first one I remember is Incredibles, and that movie just means a lot to me. And I love that movie, and I think that movie is perfectly written. I think it's a perfect movie. So that might be like my like biggest impact. The other one would be Avengers, just because it was what got me into then like the online aspect of film, where it was like, let's speculate, let's watch YouTube videos, let's watch Easter egg videos. So those are the like Incredibles got me into film, and then Avengers got me into like this online space.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Let me see. Question from Ben. Favorite Disney song?
Ooh, this is I don't think I really talk about this, but my favorite Disney song is Golden Afternoon from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
Yeah, All in the Golden Afternoon. So that is
I almost on every single like get pumped playlist is Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Okay. Yes,
and Go the
that's a
Distance from Hercules. Like those
That's
two
my
are
favorite.
always.
They're so
favorite.
they're so motivational, you know?
They are.
They are.
They really are.
I love it. That's a great Frozen pose by
Yeah,
Danny.
that was a great one.
Danny always chooses lyrical. I would say Danny always chooses the best poses to freeze in. She always has this great facial expression. She's so vibrant.
My Frozen?
You were.
Frozen?
You were. But
You were. You're good now. We had a great
Shout out to the internet for pausing on good times, because there's been plenty of times where Frozen. So cute.
All right. Next question I want to make sure to get in from Cam is it hard to juggle TikTok and writing questions and going to school?
That is a good question, because yes. Like obviously school gets a priority. I actually ended up dropping a couple classes because I wanted to be able, I'm a hard worker, and I believe that you should give each thing you do 100%. And I think like if you're not able to do that, then you should drop certain things. And I'm not going to drop the Schmoedown, and I'm not going to drop school. So I just dropped a couple classes so I could give everything 100% for sure. So if anything, the writing took a seat, but I was still always actively working on stuff for the Schmoedown. Like I check in with PJ every couple days and say like, what can I do? And TikTok is daily, and like school's ended, so now I'm like focusing on Schmoedown for a little bit, but it is hard. It's a lot because a lot of people my age don't have part-time jobs that have to do with an internet show. It's like a little odd, so you know.
All right. Awesome. And another question from Cam that I think is pretty cool. Who is the first person you stand?
Oh my God. It was probably Taylor Swift in 2009. I remember just asking my mom, I was like, I need to buy Fearless on iTunes. And so it's definitely Taylor Swift for sure.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. Another music related question. Let It Go or Defying Gravity?
Defying Gravity. I love Wicked.
Can have any of you heard the Carrie Ellis and Brian May from Queen version of Defying Gravity?
No.
Okay.
We have not.
Carrie Ellis.
I will add that to the list.
Yeah.
You know who Carrie Ellis is? I don't know. I always wonder if people know that. She is the West End Elphaba. And also is in the Queen Real Rocky musical. That's how her and Brian May hooked up. And she does Defying Gravity and Brian the guitar. And it's this really rocking version. I don't listen to the original version anymore, honestly, because I love this version so much. But I know it's because I'm a Queen fan, but it's a great rocking version. Definitely take a look.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
I'm sold. All right. A question from Austin, 1989 or Folklore?
Folklore. I like that one better. Just period. 1989 was I learned to love 1989 a little bit later. Folklore, I love immediately. So.
All right.
1989 hit me at a good time.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Have you always been a confident person?
I feel like that's a compliment also, so thank you. I have always been good at, even if I'm feeling down on myself or insecure, hiding that. So that is my answer. So like I feel like I'm very extroverted when I need to be, and like I can fight through the insecurity to just be outgoing and confident, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Perfect sense.
All right. BC, Enchanted or Tangled? I think I know the answer though.
Ooh, I don't know. I was thinking, I've been meaning to watch Enchanted. It was not the 1 year. It came out in 2007. It was the anniversary yesterday, and I'm like, I need to rewatch that. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, and I love that movie with all my heart. But it's got to be Tangled. But Enchanted is like up there with like Disney live action. Is probably maybe the best one. It's such an homage to iconic Disney princesses, and I think it's a brilliant film.
Yep,
for sure.
All right. And a question from Ryan. Being a fan of Alice in Wonderland, how do you feel about Harloff's Mad Hatter impression / character in SCN?
I'm going to be honest, I don't watch SCN.
Best answer.
Yeah, sorry. I go to school and I barely keep up with the Schmoedown matches, and I'm working on Schmoedown stuff every day. So that's my reason for not watching a show that's 2 hours every day. So. But I still love everyone and support the show. It's a lot of content. Collider, I know I said I like Collider Live more, but I also could barely keep up with Collider Live. So, yeah.
I get that.
All right. Let's see. Another question. Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place from Cluner?
Hannah Montana, even though I love Wizards of Waverly Place. Hannah Montana for sure. I wanted to be Hannah Montana so bad. I went to the Hannah Montana concert. Oh my God. I love Hannah Montana. So,
Nice.
All right. And then from Malcolm, what is your guilty pleasure movie?
I love Sleepaway Camp. Do you guys know that one?
That's the older horror movie, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but I know it.
Kelsey and Danny, do not watch a trailer. Do not look up the plot. I
already know it.
Just watch the movie. Even if you know it, just watch it.
Okay.
I have it on the list. Literally, like, I have it on Blu-ray. I love this movie so much, and it's like a rite of passage for my friends that I'm like, you're watching this, and I'm making you watch it. So, I record my friends' reactions to the ending. Like, it's just a whole thing. So.
I would absolutely love to see reactions of, I know the twist in the movie, but I would love to see reactions from younger 20-somethings now watching this older 80s movie and watching it. Oh my gosh, it's got to be a mind melt.
It is a great movie.
That's such a good answer, Abby.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love that movie so much.
Nice. I love that. Oh,
okay.
man.
Just a couple more real quick. Dean, sorry if mentioned earlier, but what was it like for PJ bringing you onto the writers team? We did talk about that a little bit, but.
Yeah, I mean, PJ is literally the best person to work with. I think he is such a good team leader. We work with 2 other people, and Ellie as well as a editor of the questions, but he really just took me in. He showed me everything. He showed me how to do it. He has taught me how to write questions, and he's just been the best teacher for sure. So it's been great to work with him and the rest of the team.
Very cool. Yay. Okay. Cardi J, what is a good Disney double feature for a Friday or Saturday night?
Ooh, it's got to be like Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. It's got to be like, for me, I know I said Disney Revival more than Renaissance, but I think the top 4 are just Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King. So some combination of those 4. For sure.
All right. I'm pretty sure it's a throwback to the Gucci verse. Abby, where is the midget door?
Yes. So there was a phase of quarantine where I was at my childhood home in my room, and I would be streaming on Gucciverse at like 11 p.m. and I would be I have like a walk-in closet, and so I would be streaming from my closet, and there was what looked like a midget door. It is a normal size door, but just the angle, and Gucci called it a midget door, and so that is where that is. It is in my closet in my house in Chicago, which you might see if you follow me on streams in the next month. So midget door might make a comeback. So,
All right, let's see. Some went up. Okay, I'll just do this one real quick. Favorite Disney ride?
Oh, there you go.
Oh my goodness. It is a tie between Pirates and Splash. No. It is People Mover. It is People Mover. It is People Mover. I literally don't know what to do with this sticker. I feel like someone said Abby has the props, but I don't know why. They're just all on my desk. I have a People Mover sticker and I don't know what to do with it. And but I also have a Splash Mountain one. But I love People Mover. I love People Mover. So that's my favorite one.
Very nice.
Very cool. Another question from Dean. What's it like going on Ask Gucci since we insult the Finstock Exchange?
Ask Gucci is a great show. I will never talk shit about that show. I think it is great. I think something that I learned from going on that show is that Dagnino is such a supportive creator to his community. He does a lot for his fan base. And so the show is very sexual and open, and that is something that like I don't really necessarily talk about a lot online, but I'm not shy to talk about that. I think they were a little scared to even ask me that like I think they toned it down when I was on it as much as they could, but something that was really eye-opening in that experience I was on a couple weeks in a row was just seeing what he does for his little community, and that was really cool to see.
And yes, Weston Kelsey has been on it as well.
Yes.
A classic Dominatrix episode. Check it out.
I
Salute to
watched
Dwayne
that
Burke.
one, I was like,
Salute to Dwayne Burke.
Dwayne taking one for the team, and definitely.
All right. Let's see another
More?
question from Danny Cost. Oh my gosh, I missed Abby's favorite Lost ship.
is that like ship of lost characters? Is that what he means? Okay, I love Sawyer. Oh my god, I love Sawyer and Kate, but I like Penny and what's the guy's name? Oh my god, I haven't watched Lost in 7 years, but I
Charlie?
watched it.
Dominic Monaghan's character.
Ye-
I can't remember his name either.
Is it? It's the guy who's in love with.
It's
Penny.
Charlie.
It's him. Yep. Whatever. whoever.
Danny has another perfect freeze frame. There you go. Okay.
Whoever calls Penny
Frozen.
in, like that time travel episode. Oh,
Yeah.
it kills me. So
Not for his ship.
It's
Not
Charlie.
Penny.
Can you hear me?
Charlie. That's what it is. Charlie.
Desmond.
I'm over here screaming.
Desmond.
It was Desmond and Penny. I was gonna say Damien. I don't know, but so it's Desmond and Penny, and then Sawyer and Kate for sure are like top two.
Gotcha.
And then Charlie is the one who has not
nice.
Penny's boat.
That's
on
what I
his
was
hand.
thinking about. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Did like that. All right.
Yeah.
It was always
question
Sawyer
from-
and Juliet for me.
Ooh. Okay. We stand.
That one.
Yeah.
That one.
All right.
We don't hate her. So.
I don't know.
So, Abby, how do you feel about Winston Marshall and the Swag Squad? Do you think Chandru has a chance to beat Chance at Spectacular?
I have been, I think like everyone, so pleasantly surprised by Winston. I don't think we never said he was going to be a bad manager, but I think watching him evolve as a manager and be arguably the most passionate manager has been really cool to see. And I think it shows in his matches, and it shows especially with Chandru. And so I think Chandru and Chance, I can't even say who's going to win that, because I know for a fact they're both studying their asses off so much right now. So I honestly can't even say who's going to win, but I think that Winston is an amazing manager for sure.
Cool. All right, question from Malcolm. If you were allowed to compete in the Schmoedown, who would you want to draft you?
Hands down, fucking Shannon Barney, a queen. So
Queen.
Yeah.
we bow down.
We all bow
I
down to
love
the
her.
Queen.
It's very
We
true.
do.
Could you bring out a very big inner heel side to work with corruption?
Oh yeah, I'm a Slytherin. I can bring out a heel, so I got that.
Look at all the Slytherins on the screen right now.
Yeah,
Sorry, Paul.
that's why it's green.
I don't know what I was. I forget what you guys called me.
I forgot what Paul was also. I don't know if Paul's ever taken a Pottermore test.
I
Do you
did
like
a long
Harry
time
Potter?
ago. I love Harry Potter. I love
Okay,
Harry
How do you
just
not
don't
know,
what you
Paul?
are.
Because I took the test a long time ago. My wife tells me one thing. You guys have told me. I've been told I'm every single one of them at some point.
That's funny.
So
Okay, let's see. From Cam, how did you get your Twitter instincts and style?
That's a good question. I mean, I guess I got it because it's just like it's just my humor. Like it's just what I'm saying. Like it's just like especially like with my reactions to the show with like the Twitter threads. It's just like what I'm reacting to. I just find GIF or however you want to say it, GIF or GIF versions of that. So it's just my humor. So
Makes sense.
All right, let's see. From Maxwell. Hi, Maxwell. Abby, how are you such a beep queen?
Max, I don't know. I just am. It just happens. I don't know. But I love Max.
Born that way.
Amazing.
Just
Yeah.
born that way.
I was born that way.
All right, and I believe that's it. Let me check Streamlabs or Super Chats. Yep, I think that's what we have right now.
Awesome.
That's what we're done.
Yeah. Abby, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us on this Sunday. It's been a long time coming. We're super glad to come and hang out and talk with you.
Thank you so much. I was so honored to be on it once, and now I'm on it twice. So thank you so much.
We'll definitely have to have you back on in the future for the third, now that we are doing more repeat guests at this point.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, I missed a question supposedly.
Yeah, I kind of skipped that one for a reason.
I saw that one in the chat. The answer is illegally. So
yeah, so that's why I skipped it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it.
I saw that one. I was like, I know what Kelsey's doing, but the answer is illegally. So there you go.
Whoopsie. Well, you guys, we're going to wrap it up for us on this Sunday night. You know me, it's your girl, Danny Joy here. You can find me on Twitter at DannyJoy, DANIEJOY. You can also find me here every other Sunday at the moment with my favorite co-host, Mr. Paul Denuzio, hosting Chill to Action on the Call to Action Network. Make sure that you comment on this video after, if you're catching this on the replay. Like this channel, make sure, like this video so we can get Abby back, and then make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you get notifications every time we do Chill to Action, Schmoebates, Call Live, and make sure that you subscribe to our Twitch channel for Twitch Tuesdays. Paul, let them know where you're at.
Find me at Paul_Denuzio on Twitter. You can find me here every week with my favorite co-host, Chill to Action. You can also find me on Action Industries YouTube channel. Every weekend I produce shows for Ben and Drew. You can also find me producing for Coming Up Next on the SEN Network with Brad Gilmore and Jen Sturger. As well, I do occasionally stream on PLD Projects, my own YouTube channel. I usually do Generally Speaking, which is a tier ranking list. This is what the whole tier rank thing that Kelsey was bringing up before. And again, Kelsey, I never said it wasn't S tier. I just said The Shining was more iconic. I said The Shining was more iconic. That's it. But and that's all you can find me. So Danny hates the argument.
I do. Kelsey, baby, let them know where you're at.
You can find me at KelseyKins90 on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me at Miss Quinkins on Instagram, where I do my cosplay. You'll find me all over this channel. I'm on Twitch Tuesdays, Chill Live, on Generally Speaking, having good opinions against Paul's terrible opinions. Yeah, just catch me there.
Abby, let us know where you're at.
Yes, y'all can find me at Abigail Freel on all social media and on YouTube, where tomorrow I'm starting a new thing called Flick Your Poison, where I'm going to have Janine, Robert Parker, James White, and Teresa the Dino. I don't know what her last name is, but she's on Twitter at Gertie the Dino. And I'm starting a new drunk watch-along show. So we're going to drunk watch Home on the Range. I would love to have a call to action show eventually where we'll all get drunk and watch a movie. So we'll do that.
Please
but
do.
Y'all can find that. That's tomorrow at 9 CST. And then please follow the Schmoedown TikTok. If you are watching the show, I don't care if you don't have a TikTok account. I don't care if you just make this account, follow it, and never go on it again. Just follow the Schmoedown TikTok. So
that's pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
just make sure that you go out and support it. Abby's YouTube channel link is definitely inside of the description, and her Twitter is in there as well, so you can go and click those whenever you need to. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it, ladies. I'm going to put you in the background for just a quick second. Thank you so much, Paul. My dear sweet Paul, it's been a fun night. We had a lot of fun. Very glad to always have Abby on. She's a sweetheart. I love her so much.
Me as well. It's a wonderful night. So
absolutely. It's been a great week in the community. This past last week, I believe we had the Smash-a-thon. Sorry, I always get that name confused. What a great look for the entire community. Everyone showed up and showed out. Everyone showed their love. It was a beautiful, beautiful segment of connection within the community. So big shout out to everyone involved. Big shout out to the community. Love all of y'all so much.
It was a beautiful show of positivity. It was well worth it. I think I was up 38 hours, I think, doing that. It was very tiring, but it was well worth the effort, especially seeing how much it affected Kevin and everybody else. It was just a coming together of love and support in ways that it shows the best of the community. We are a good community. We are a great community overall, even with our occasional, issues. But overall, this is what showed the best of the community and who we are. So I was very proud to have been involved in any capacity, and really, the people that helped organize it, they did a wonderful job as well. I mean, Sean Sullivan, Mac Haddad, PJ Campbell, Kristen Smith, Jilly. It was a great, amazing time, and I would do it again in a heartbeat after a couple of weeks of sleep, probably. But it's a great time.
Make sure.
Oh, Danny.
Am I still frozen?
Broken. Oh, you're good. You're good now.
Am I frozen?
I think.
I'm good?
You're not frozen.
Okay, good. Y'all, again, with COVID-19 going around and with the holiday season coming up, it's been tough for a lot of people out there. Make sure that you keep yourself sane and happy. Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself in that right spot. Always remember that there are people out there that love you no matter what. So if you're having a tough day, reach out to anyone in this community. Big shout out to every single person in this community that always helps me out anytime I'm having a rough day. I love this community so much. To everyone out there, thank you again for hanging out with us this Sunday. Remember that you are loved. We love you. And as always, y'all, we salute